Scratch Junior is an app that you can download for free from the App Store, or you can look in self-service and download it there. When you open up Scratch Junior, click on the button that has the picture of the house, and that takes you to your home screen of your projects. To begin a new project, click on the plus sign inside of the blue circle, and it takes you to a screen that looks like this. This tutorial is just going to outline some of the features of Scratch Junior, and future tutorials will give you ideas for projects that you can create in Scratch Junior. To get started, on the right hand side, actually in the upper right hand corner, there's a little yellow shape there that you can tap on to name your project. I'm going to name it Basics of Scratch Junior, and then click on the check mark to go back to the home screen. On the right hand side, we have the ability to add multiple pages. So right now in orange it's highlighted page 1, but if I click on the plus sign inside of the blue circle, I can add a second page, a third page, and a fourth page. Notice by default Scratchy the Cat is in all of those scenes. If I don't want Scratchy the Cat, I can press on it until it wiggles and then click on the X. I can go to page 3. I can press on the character until it wiggles and then exit out. On page 2, I can actually on the left hand side press on that character and exit out there as well. And then page 1, press until it wiggles, exit out. So on the right hand side, we have the ability to name our project and then also insert multiple slides. On the left hand side is where we add characters. So again, that plus sign inside of the blue circle allows us to add characters. There are several pre-made characters that you can choose from. When you select one, it outlines it in orange, and then you simply click on the check mark to add it to your scene. I can add a second character or second object and click on the check mark. Another option that you have when you add a character is to make some edits to that character. So for example, if I choose this scuba diver, instead of pressing the check mark, I'm going to press the paintbrush, and that allows me to do some edits. So if I have the red selected at the bottom, I can click on his fins, and that outlines it in red. I can also use the squiggle line up here to maybe add a face to the scuba diver. I can do a reverse pinch and zoom in if I want to get more detailed, let's say on his eyes. If I make a mistake, you can use the arrows in the upper left hand corner to move around and select different colors, make the edits. When I'm done doing that, I can click on the check mark, and that adds the character along with my edits to the screen. One more option that you have is to click the plus sign inside of the blue circle to add a character and draw a character from scratch. And so when I click on that plus sign, in the upper left hand corner there's always a blank white spot where I can click on that and then use those paintbrush tools to create my own character from scratch. And so different colors, I can maybe make a math problem, or I can use the colors to draw an object for my background. When I'm finished, again, just the check mark saves it and puts that character into my scene. If I ever want to get rid of a character, remember again, I just press until it wiggles, press on the X, press until it wiggles, and then press on the X. So just to review, on the right hand side is where we add the multiple scenes and also where we name the project, and on the left hand side is where we add the characters. Notice on my first slide I have two characters. When I go to the second slide, I have to add my characters there, and on the third slide, and on the fourth slide. A couple of icons at the top. Next to the home icon there, we have full screen mode. So when you get ready to present, you can go into full screen mode. The second icon gives you a grid. Notice those are all positive numbers, so we're looking at the first quadrant. The third icon allows you to pick a background. You can either use one of the pre-made ones, or you can draw your own by selecting that white palette in the upper left-hand corner and then selecting the paintbrush. Check mark when you're finished. The next icon over, the fourth icon, is the ABC, which allows you to add text to your slide. And then the last one I'll mention here is the green flag. And the green flag is what we'll use to start many of our programs once we get into programming our characters. That's it for this tutorial. Make sure you understand that on the right-hand side is where you add this different scenes, and on the left-hand side is where you add the characters. And then at the top we have a few more features that we're going to be utilizing in the tutorials that are after this one.